Okay, well, it's time for CarX. I haven't played that game in a while. I still play it a lot, I'll be honest. I've progressed a lot since the last stream and video and all that crap. But yeah. And I'm gonna plug this, not sponsored, but like, of course I'm not sponsored. I have like 3 viewers, like 3 consistent viewers, bro. No one watches my videos. It's fine. But look at this. I've progressed so much since you guys last saw this stuff. All right, look at these 4 cars I have now. It's only 4, but the amount of work I had to put into these stupid things. It's not justifiable, but it looks really cool. Okay, let's just go through them real quick. Here's a Mustang. That's about it. I got this like what was it called? Yeah, a Toyota Soarer. Except they actually like put a roll cage and all the drift spec stuff you would expect in it. Except, you know, honestly, I don't know why they did it for this specific car when they could have done it for like an S13 or maybe my R32. But no, it's okay. It's okay. This thing's running a 2JZ, so it's pretty decent. It's not bad. How much horsepower does this make? I forgot. It's like 500. Yeah, 550. It's pretty decent. Now we get to the good ones. These are my mains, all right? This is what I use all the time for, like, mountain roads, like Kami Road, maybe a little bit of Ebisu, that kind of stuff. This thing is running in the RB26. It's a 4-star RB26. Look at this shit, dude. This is actually, like, this is amazing. This is the greatest car ever created. Okay, if you say otherwise, then I'm going to curl you into a ball and throw you into the sun, all right? You cannot argue with me. There's just look at this thing. It's chrome, because everything in the future is chrome, all right? But here's the best one. I saved the best for last. Look at this. Mix of the Rocket Bunny and the Pandem Aero body kits, all right? Pandem Aero in the back, Rocket Bunny in the front. I think it's just the front fenders, though. I didn't really change too much about the front bumper. I kept the spoiler the same. I did get this new hood, though. And look at this. This thing right here makes 800 horsepower. You can hear the supercharger. Listen. There's like a supercharger. They added a fucking supercharger into CarX 3, which is something I've wanted in CarX 2 for a really long time. But it's a pain in the ass to get, so I never really bothered with it. And yeah, they added that too. Like every time you enter a track, someone says the name in like a voice actor says the name in like in the language where the track is from. So like, you know, this is Japan, so they spoke Japanese. It's great. This game is still goated, dude. I know it's like repetitive because it's a car game, but dude, this is it's just too good, dude. It's just too good. Like, you cannot pass up on this, bro. Look at this. Look at like the graphics. This is a mobile game, dude. This is a mobile game. Like, how can you not like this, bro? Even if you're not a car guy, you gotta admit, some of these visuals are pretty incredible, alright? You gotta admit it. It's just a fact. Now, since I'm absolutely good at this game, I did not crash, but this game has a pretty realistic crash model. Hold on. I'll just, like, drive into a wall to show you guys. Here, look. Look at that. Dude, parts fly off, your paint chips. Look at that. That's my bumper. That's my bumper, dude. And my fender, I guess. Here. I'll show you guys. Look at this. Look at this damage model, dude. On a mobile game. It's actually insane. Like, what? Jesus Christ, dude. The only bad thing about it is that, like, you can only repair your car for free in practice runs like this. In, like, actual races and, like, in tandem duels, you can't. It costs money, and it's kind of stupid, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see if I can get a perfect run this time. So, no missing triple zones. No missing clipping zones either. Okay, so I got both of those. Something I like about this game is that a lot of drift games, I noticed this is a problem where it's like you have to go full throttle to get like a decent drift. Not in this one. Basically, you kind of have to like balance it. Sometimes you use brakes, sometimes you don't. Like, especially at tight turns, you can never, like, at tight turns, you, like, almost never use full throttle. I never use it. Maybe I'm just bad, but, like, I can barely think of a single time where you do that. Maybe towards the end of the turn, where, like, you're done with the drift. Maybe. But otherwise, don't do that. Like, you actually have to balance it this time. The only thing is that, like, for some people, they may not like this for all the CarX sweats, where you can't turn off the drive assist. So, that's a thing. But, like, they definitely reduced... they definitely reduced it from last game. So, yeah. Pretty good game. And the fine-tuning, dude... Okay, like, let's just go through some of the UI, alright? Look at the bottom down there, under the car. The angles tracker, dude. Like, I've wanted that for so long in the base CarX game. Like, they have that for campaigns and events. They never, like, have it on by default like this. They finally did it after, like, 5,000 years, dude. But it's great. It's great. You don't have to, like, keep huge combos anymore. Like in CarX 2, there was, like, a weird thing where, like, this is normal, by the way. This is not a bug. But it's, like, you could get 5 times combos super, like, insanely quickly, dude. Like, if you have an overpowered car like this one, then you're just gonna guarantee to get, like, just all the points. Just all the points for, like, no reason. It was so stupid. But, like, for this one, you have to keep it pretty consistent. And that maxes out at, like, 2. Which I think is a lot more consistent. I think that's just a lot more fair. It's more balanced. Especially in, like, drift competitions where, one, there are no actual drift points. Okay, there's, CarX calls it XDS, but it's, like, in real life, it's maybe in, like, Formula Drift or something. What they'll do is that they look at these clipping zones. They look at your wheels, literally. Like, you have to put a marking on your wheels so that they can check this. Where they check where you pull the handbrake, where you use regular brakes, where you use throttle, that kind of stuff. Because a big part of drifting is like keeping everything smoothly run. Like, you can't do choppy stuff like just like what I did there. You have to keep it very smooth. And that's like the whole point. So it's not about who gets to the line first. It's about like who can control the car the best. Pretty much. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. But, yeah. Perfect triple zone right there. Let me see if I can hit this 360. Oh! Oh, no! Oh. Yeah, it's okay. I got $6,000 from that already. It's fine. I almost hit that, but oversteer. I oversteered at the end. Let's try out this thing now. Should I change the front tires? Like 66%. It's gonna like die. Jesus Christ, I need to buy some new ones. I'm broke. This one, I need to buy some new ones for this thing too. There we go. So I spent all my $6,000 that I just made, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's just use this on a Kami road track. This is gonna be hard because like Toge tracks are never easy. Like the whole point of this is that you don't need that much torque, especially since I'm going downhill here for this run. You're not gonna need that much torque. Like, this is good enough. That's why I use an RB. It makes good power, not that much torque, but it also sounds really cool. So I just use it. That's the literal only two reasons why I would use it. Otherwise, I would probably LS swap this thing, give it like a supercharger just like I did with my R32. But you don't need that kind of like torque, dude. It's just not necessary on Kami Road. It's just, you don't need that. Like, you'll notice me braking a lot at these turns, and also a lot more crashing because they're a lot tighter, way tighter. Hopefully I can get a perfect run, but if I don't, that doesn't surprise me. So you gotta avoid these cones. Why am I on third gear? Hold on. Okay, there we go. There's like certain areas where like you should stay at a certain gear. Like for this one, it's better to just stay at second. There we go. Generally, you should stay around like second or third. Never go to like fourth or fifth unless you're on a long straightaway. But even then, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Because like the transmission on this thing has like 6 gears. Like what are you gonna do with that many gears on a mountain road that's like always compressing itself? Ugh, it hit the curb. That's not good. I'm in first gear. One of my taillights is busted already, dude. This is a scam. I'm not even like halfway through the run yet. Yeah, I'm like, no, like I basically just started, dude. Can I get this triple zone? No. I almost got it, but no. Okay, we're around like the quarter benchmark, I think. Like around here is usually around like maybe 25% of the way down. Unless we take the other route, then it's like gonna be way longer. And I plan on taking the second route, so, you know. Because it's more challenging. I got to flex my digital drifting skills, I guess. That sounded kind of cringe now that I said that out loud, but it's okay. It's okay. I knocked down the sign. And I fucked up. Well, at least I didn't crash into a tree. That's just fine with me. Jesus. Okay. I can't feel like my left hand, so I don't know what's happening. Are you kidding me? Shit. It's just, yeah, we're not gonna discuss that. Hold on, dude. Oh my god. I actually can't feel my left arm anymore. Holy shit. Oh, Jesus. That's just, oh, god damn, bro. What is this? It feels so weird. Oh, whatever. Alright, alternate route. Let's go. Gotta hit this triple zone. Let's go. Oh, come on! Get all of it. Okay, this is gonna be where it gets really difficult. Okay, if you can like... Okay, if you play this game and you can do this better than I can, I have immense respect for you, bro. But you also probably play this game too much, just like me. But, you know, it's okay. I don't have a life either. This is gonna be where it gets really bad. So like, the first tailgate section was pretty bad. This one you have to do like at first gear if you're really bad at this game. This is tough. Like, look at what is that turn? What is that turn? I'm gonna have to like go full left foot brake on this, dude. That's just how I do it. Brake, handbrake, and then throttle. More like handbrake, brake, throttle. Oh no, you have to use both of them though. And by the way, there's like 10 of these, so that's the good part. Also, I feel sorry for anyone who's like watching this at night or something, and they have like school tomorrow, because this piercing engine sound is just gonna keep you up at night, bro. Trust me. And this is why I never play CarX before a school night, because it just keeps me up. I don't know why. I'm not good with loud sounds. I'm one of those people. Jesus. Okay, that was close. Don't hit the stone wall. Don't hit the stone wall. We did not hit the stone wall. Amazing. You know, if I gotta say, like, there's some kids at my school that will say, Brian, don't you know Asians are bad at driving? Here's just a message to all those people who think that. Who do you think invented drifting? Think about it. Asians did. We invented it, bro. We invented the entire motorsport. What'd you guys do? I mean, F1 exists, but like, drifting is just cooler, dude. Come on. It's driving poorly, but instead of driving poorly, you have to actually be good. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, whatever. Hopefully the hitbox doesn't mess me up. Sometimes it fucks me up here because my car's really low to the ground. It's like running 17-inch rims, dude. It's not that high. It's not that high off the ground, but it's okay. Just go through here. And there we go. Oh, Jesus. Just fix that chip there. That's perfect. Anyway. Now we're going uphill. Let's go. I think we're going uphill. Here's the thing, like, you know, in like shows like Initial D, they always show cars going downhill. So I'm always just used to doing that. But here's the thing, actually, most people just drift uphill because one, the meta now in like real life is just get a really small lightweight car and put a shit ton of power in it. That's why LS swaps are super expensive, because like one, the engine is not really hard to find, they're just really popular, so they're really expensive because they make a lot of really easy power for honestly not that much. Like, you don't have to do that much with it. It's kind of like an SR20 but on like steroids, and with like, what, 4 more cylinders? Yeah, pretty much. Just, you know, you can easily work with it and get some really good power out of it. Same with like a 2JZ. 2JZ is also like that. That's why those are hard to find too. SR20s on the other hand, they're Japanese only. They're JDM, so yeah, I guess I can kind of see the appeal. RB26s, they're like, yeah, like I said, the torque is okay. It's just okay. But like, I don't know, there's better options. If you want a car that like has a lot of torque, can pull it through a lot of shit, you're gonna want like, I don't know, a V8 or something. I don't think an inline 6 would be a very good choice. Oh, I fucked up. I drifted too late. This is dark, bro. How am I supposed to see through this? Why is there a triple zone there? Whatever. This is fine. I basically just skipped all of it. Okay, no, we're good. Come on, there we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. The wall tap messed me up. It's okay. It's okay. First crash of the stream, or at least the accidental one. I don't know if the other one counts. But it's okay. It's okay. I got like nothing out of that triple zone, dude. That was horrible. Knock down the cones, all of them. We shall delete the cones. Oh, Jesus. Angle kid coming in clutch, dude. I do have to say, though, the one thing I don't like about CarX 3 is, like, the angle is a little bit limited. Like, right now I'm running 55 because that's the highest it goes. Like, why is it so low? You can get a 5-star that has, like, what, 60 degrees of angle, which is pretty good. But I don't think you can adjust the Ackerman in this game yet, which is the annoying part. So, right now I'm working with, like, 50 degrees of angle default. I don't know if you can do Ackerman, but I don't think you can. Because like I've adjusted, I've tried adjusting it before, so that bigger angles aren't really a problem for any of my cars. But like you can't. You all you can do is like brake if you mess up. That's it right now. You can't really save it anymore. But otherwise, it's pretty good. It's a good game. I do have to say though, okay, if you're like starting out in this game, get a 2JZ, dude. Either that or like the LS. Like swap the LS from the Mustang into your S13. Trust me, like I wish I did that earlier. It's just way better. And get rid of the SR20. Don't buy those. Okay, it's really not worth it. The parts on them are cheap, but the amount of time you have to spend into those, even just like getting the money to buy the parts and waiting for the parts to get installed, it's really not worth it. It really is not. Just get like an RB, okay? If you want an inline 6, get an RB26, okay? Or like, nah, that's kind of it. Either that or the 2JZ. I still recommend the 2JZ though. I'd say it has a little bit less power, but it makes a lot better torque. I will say that. It's like constantly it has like around 100 or 200 Newton meters, like more in the horsepower. So like maybe 500 horsepower, but 700 Newton meters of torque. So it's like it's always the numbers are always above, like ahead by like 100 or 200, something like that. Which is what you want. At least that's what I like to use. But it's like cars like these, because they don't need really that much torque, you know. Gravity does most of the work for it, and there is physics in this game, so that works for me. I do have to say though, actually, if you want really good power, like you want Formula Drift style power, you want to do competitive stuff, do a shit ton of duels, make your money that way, get an LS. Definitely get an LS. Get that thing to like stage 4. At least most of the parts in stage 4, especially the intake manifold, dude. You need to get that thing to stage 4 as quickly as possible. That thing is so overpowered for no reason. Like, I'm not even kidding. It will. I'll show you the stats once I'm done with this run. I've made like $5,000. Yeah, I can leave. Here, I'll show you. Okay, if we go to my R32, this game will load. There we go. If we go here, swap and tuning, I'll just run you guys through some of how this works. So like the engine, all the parts are in stars. They have a star like a system. So like 5 stars the best. 4-star you can get relatively easily. All you have to do is just like, I never figured this out, but you can buy a whole bunch of parts here. So like you just grind really hard for some parts, and yeah, if I want LS parts, I can buy some right now. If I want 2JZ parts, they're like $10,000. That's it. That's how cheap they are. Suspension, you can probably get those through campaign. I wouldn't pay too much attention to those unless you want like stage 4 arms or something like I have, maybe. But I think most like you can get decent parts through campaign. You don't have to grind to get those. But this is how it works. It tells you what you gain from that. So if I get a stage 4 cylinder head, I get 5 more horsepower, 7 more torque. Oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you guys the important parts. For this, get more camshafts. Get like a really good camshaft, because one, it adjusts your rev limiter. See, down here under the 65,000 RPM here, that's an adjustment range. And if you do that, you can get some really good power. Look at this. What's the max here? 990 Newton meters of torque. So it's like somewhere around where, like here. Yeah. And 832 horsepower. That's really good, dude. That's really good. And just from a camshaft, it helps you adjust your rev limiter. Really, really good. And this too, intake manifold. And for inline 6s, like the Japanese engines, you're gonna get turbochargers. So this is what's really important. The reason why it decreases these things by so much is because there's an air pressure bar right here, up here. So like, look, it decreases. There's no bar adjustment. But once you add it, there is. And this is not like a small amount. Like if you get like a stage 5, that's 40 plus horsepower right there and 1,000 Newton meters of torque. Look at, like, that's insane. I keep telling you, like I'm not gonna lie, they may actually have to nerf this engine. It's just that good. Like, it's just way too overpowered for what it is. It's way too overpowered. What should I use a good example? This one, yeah. Let's look at this. Yeah, they have an intake manifold too. I'm just running that circle one because I never really bothered. Like that's just slightly better stats. I don't think it's worth that. Intake manifold. This is the exhaust manifold. Sorry, downpipe. Same thing. About turbocharger. This is where it's important. If you go here or like here, there's no everything up to like I don't know, maybe 2. There's not really that much bar. Like this says 0.5, 0.7, 1.0, and 1.2. So like you look at this, like this range. It goes from 50 to like 680 within 0.2 bars. You gotta get it. I may just grind for gold just so I can get this turbocharger. 1.5 bar. That's 756 horsepower right there. 794 Newton meters of torque. Okay, there we go. I can speak again. I'm telling you, dude. All these engines are like way too overpowered. They're just that good. Like RB26, save that for later. Like if you like doing mountain runs and stuff, yeah, sure, use it. Go ahead. Otherwise, just save it for later. Don't. Honestly, some of you guys may never buy them at all. There's just some of you guys who just won't find the need for it. There's just no reason for you guys to get it. But yeah, that's my 2 engine suggestions. If you ever want to get really good parts, a really nice car, use a 2JZ for like pretty much anything. Pretty much anything at this point. Like, it's just that good. Just do that if you want to do mountain runs or like casual stuff, you know, just hang out with friends. Maybe do a couple duels, not like don't grind. Like, if you're not gonna grind duels, a 2JZ is fine. However, if you're gonna go into the competitive aspects, top 32, duels, maybe competitions online, use an LS. Definitely use an LS. That just makes like way too much power for what it is. Right? Especially for a relatively cheap price. It's not that expensive. So just use that. But yeah, that's kind of the only advice I can really give. A lot of stuff that you can get. A lot of the stuff, like the nice stuff I have right now, you can just get through like doing the campaign. Some of the missions are weird. Cause like the AI chaser, like the AI lead bots are so weird. Like they all drift weird. I don't know. Like every time you expect them to like, okay, the way I see it is like every time you expect it to like go full throttle, they don't, and they brake suddenly, then you crash and you don't get your money back, and you get blamed for it. It says collision caused by chaser. Now that's oh shit. This is why you always drift in the normal third person, not this one. Now that's probably a skill issue on my part. As you can see, I'm not very good at this game. But honestly, it's just weird. Like, I think a lot of CarX players can like agree that some of the campaign missions make you want to cry. So it's just, yeah, it's just that annoying. Oh yeah, dyno stand, the tuning. I should tell you guys about this. Okay, let's just use my R32 as an example here. So we're just gonna run through how some of this works. So brakes down there, self-explanatory. They all stop. Oh Jesus, the lag. Okay. You can check on here. Like, this is what happened. I'm running stage 4 control arms. So I can get a bit more angle like this, and there's more tuning. Just lights don't do anything. You can get some like really good power out of that engine. But let's just run through the demo stand. So brake height, pretty self-explanatory. It's not that important. And if you want to know what all these do, there's a little eye next to it, and I'll tell you. So yeah, spring stiffness. My recommendation is like what I do is the rear should be less stiff than the front. Like I have it at like about well, this is like a 2-to-1 ratio. Right, this is 2, this is 1. So yeah. Bump, you can just leave it at default, it's fine. Camber, this is kind of extreme because this thing has a lot of power. So when I do wide angles, you're going to want a lot of grip, but you do not need 6. Most people will not need 6 if you're like playing this game like a normal person. Like I said, that's kind of it. I don't think they have that. Do they? No, they don't. Wheel offset's pretty self-explanatory. Axis offset, you can just leave it like that, it doesn't matter. Cross wheel axis tilt, this is fine as well. Stabilizer, this is also kind of important. Make sure the rear is a little bit better. A live axle is really good for drifting. Toe in, I don't really mess with that stuff. Some people do it, but I don't really like messing with that. Rim, like lip offset, this is kind of mostly cosmetic. Except for this, air pressure matters. The lower it is, the grippier the tire will be. So that's why I kind of run this a little bit higher. Engine's pretty self-explanatory. Like this just, transmission, there's not much you can do with it right now, honestly. Never knew they had this. Huh. Might want to explore that later. Brake balance.